The biggest question in the mind of people globally at this moment is when will the first COVID-19 vaccine become available internationally and more importantly in India. The Oxford vaccine trial is demonstrating very favorable results so far, and to talk about this big global headline, we are joined live and exclusive on India Today News Track at this time by Professor Andrew J. Pollard. He's the chief investigator and lead researcher of the Oxford vaccine trial, a very important person internationally at this moment. With us for a perspective on what will happen once and if the vaccine gets approval in the UK, we've got Adar Poonawalla, Chief Executive Officer of the Serum Institute of India, which is the world's largest vaccine manufacturer. And I want to go across to Professor Andrew Pollard first. Professor Pollard, congratulations. Everyone globally tracking this vaccine trial more closely than any vaccines being tracked so far. Could you at the outset explain to our viewers why you are so confident that the vaccine trials that you're doing at Oxford University so far are heading in the right direction? What's giving you this great confidence, Professor Pollard?
Well, I think we've arrived at a first important milestone in vaccine development, which is showing that the vaccine makes the right sort of immune responses, and that is both neutralizing antibody responses as well as a type of white blood cell called T cells, both of which we think are likely to be important for protection. But this is only a milestone on the route. We still have to prove that the vaccine actually works and can protect people in the clinical trials, and so that rigorous scientific process continues as we go forward. So we have to do the research and be able to demonstrate protection over the months ahead.
So the next question, what do you believe, Andrew Pollard, would be the next milestone everybody needs to look out for, and what are the kind of pitfalls that you and the team at Oxford University are currently trying to avoid?
Well, I think the next thing that we need to do is to evaluate the immune response in other segments of the population. For example, the elderly, where we know there is a particular risk of disease, but it's much harder to get vaccines to work well in that age group. So we're doing studies of the older adults to look at the immune response. But the next really big milestone is this question of protection. Can we show in the trials that the vaccine prevents disease? And that's something which we're working very hard with investigators all around the UK, as well as in Brazil and in South Africa, to get to that critical endpoint. And your question about the pitfalls, well, there's a big effort now needed to scale up manufacturing to make sure there's enough vaccine available to supply the world if indeed we are able to show that we can develop protection with this product.
So that's where Adar Poonawalla fits into this picture, the need to scale up vaccine manufacturing. Adar, can you explain to our viewers who are waiting very anxiously for this vaccine to become available, the kind of plans you've made to be able to roll out the vaccine, the amount of manufacturing you'll be able to do, and the kind of timelines you're looking at, Mr. Poonawalla?
We've put in a lot of efforts in the OPEX and the CAPEX. So we've set aside 2 facilities, exclusively dedicated them for this manufacturing. And in fact, we've even made a few million doses under the test and analysis license. And we're very soon going to apply for this week, in fact, for the large-scale manufacturing license, along with the phase 3 clinical trials that we want to do in India, made from the product made in India. So as soon as that comes through, we'll be going into large-scale manufacturing in August, early August to mid-August. And, we've also got all the glass vials and the raw materials and the supply chain organized as well for these large volumes at short notice. So I think by the end of this year, we should be able to produce 300 to 400 million doses come end of December. That's the target, and I hope we can do that. So we're also very hopeful that the phase 3 trials actually prove, as Professor Pollard mentioned, that the vaccine actually works.
You're saying that you could have 300 to 400 million vials of this vaccine ready by the end of the year?
Doses. So it's in 10 dose vials, but yes, 3 to 400 million doses.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.